My name is Material. I'm a student from the Education Technology. So we'll be taking a course on the micro teaching. Actually, what micro teaching simply is, anything we call macro has to be something infinitesimal. I mean something small that's not that wide. Then teaching is the act of imparting knowledge into people, irrespective of their race, their color, or their gender, be it male or female, or black or white, or a girl or a boy. That is what teaching. Alright, now under macro teaching, and also macro teaching, it entails teaching in a very small class with the minimal number of students and also with just a little time. That is what micro teaching is. Alright, now under macro teaching, I want to be taking a topic titled Visual Aids in Teaching. However, class, I love you students to understand what visual is. Visual is part of visual is part of a sense organ that has to do with what? Eyes, something you can see. So visual is anything you can see. Now, if we want to put in visual in teachings, that is, how will visual help in our in impacting knowledge into the people or the students rather. However, visual, it has to do with symbols. It has to do with what? Pictures. It has to do with what? Images, to enhance more understanding in impacting knowledge into the student. That is what it means by what? Visual in teaching. Is that clear, student? Alright, having understood what visual aids means, now we have to expatiate or elucidate what visual aids is in teaching method online. This can be elucidated as when we are introducing a visual material, unlike this, that is, our teachings doesn't concentrate on a virtual. It has to do with something like this, that is physical, anything physical that we can see with our naked eyes. Unlike now, I'm teaching you in class, I'm using what? The board to write, demonstrate, and put it in written what I'm teaching you, that's visual aid in teaching. Using this method, it also centered on what? Physical or visual aspect of what teaching, because you can see what I'm trying to demonstrate on the board. Likewise, you can see this. I can use this as a visual. When I'm explaining traffic regulation or regulatory in what? In civic education. Now, students understand what I mean by what? Traffic regulation. Now, we have many signs or symbols to illustrate an idea why a driver is driving on the road. We have the red light, the yellow light, and the green light. All these signs or symbols as an idea that they are illustrating on the on the road. Now, as a road user, when a light or a traffic symbol is showing a red light, it means that the road users should want to stop. Also, when the road sign is bringing a yellow light, it's telling the road users to get ready to move. And when the road sign is showing, reflecting the green light, it is telling the road user to start moving. This is what a very typical example of the visual aids in teaching. Thank you. Thank you, class. Sorry, guys. From what I've explained so far, I believe you must have understand what visual aids means and what visual aids in teaching is telling us about. Now, please, do you all understand the topic? Alright. For me to know that you really understand the topic, can anyone just tell me what visual aids means? Okay. Pictorial material, imagery material, and symbolic material. Please, a round of applause. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Now the last question I'll be asking that a visual aid in teaching line, in what way can it enhance impacting knowledge into the students?
Like for example that we give for us now, we bring the pictures of the lecturer again. It shows that the signs, the different the use of that sign, it tell us different now. Now the head color means stop and the green means to move on.
Thank you so much. Clap for me, please. Simply put, I mean in conclusion, visual aids in teaching, it helps, it enhances a lot the student to fathom, to understand what the teacher or the lecturer is about to explain. I mean the idea the lecturer or the teacher is about to bring out in the classes. It helps a lot. In fact, sometimes visual aids, it helps in the sense that if a student is about to forget a class, but there is something we call imagery. At least a student will be about to bring out, to depict the picture of that idea. In fact, when writing exam or text, or when question is being thrown to a student, when he or she remember or flashback or recapitulate to the previous picture given to them by the lecturer, I believe the student will be able to bring out the idea or the question he or she is being asked. Thank you, class. I hereby call it a day. Thank you. Before I will leave the class now, please, students, is there any area that you have observation to give, maybe the mistakes or lapses in my teachings?
I would like to go more further in that visual, it's to elaborate it. Our own experience.
Okay. To bring the idea down to the level of this the class. All right. Please, any other observation? Yeah.
Are you teaching university students?
Okay. All right. The nature of this class is not a universal student. Yes, the way I'm teaching now. This is teaching, not lecturing. Okay, I'm just teaching. I'm not lecturing. Okay, the grammar. Okay. All right. I will try to bring those grammatical words down a little bit. Thank you.